What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Fat Man Down. Coming to you today to give you another update on my progress. So, yesterday I went and saw the anesthesiologist. I waited till today to do the video because I had a sleep study also last night, so I just figured I'd do them all in one. So, yesterday morning I had to go up and see the anesthesiologist, so I checked in and went in and answered a lot of questions, bunch of questions about my health and how I do with anesthesia and that stuff. We talked about the day of surgery. I have to not eat anything after midnight. I can have clear liquids up to 2 hours before arrival time of my surgery. Um, and so it is officially real. I did have to get some more blood work yesterday. Um, they checked my nicotine levels. They checked a bunch of blood work again. So if you're in this process and you do smoke, just realize that you're going to have to quit smoking because they do check it. They've checked it probably at least 3 or 4 times in this process. They checked it then, and they told me they would check it the morning of surgery as well. And if there's ever nicotine in my system, they will cancel the surgery. So if you do smoke, you got to start preparing yourself that you at least have to quit while you're having the surgery. They recommend you not smoking at all because it hinders your progress and it hinders your healing. And so I would say it's best for you to use this as an excuse to quit anyway. So I saw the anesthesiologist, got my lab work done, and that all went well. And so next step is arriving at the hospital for the 24th to have the surgery. I'm nervous, but I'm very excited. Um, there have been a few people asking me, am I sure this is what I want to do? Trying to talk me out of it, trying to get me to postpone it. At this point, I am moving forward with the surgery. Yes, I 100% know this is what I want to do. Obviously, I'm going to pray about it. And if the Lord doesn't want me to do it, then I've asked the Lord to completely shut that door and show me a different route. But I have put a lot of prayer in this and have really put a lot of thought in this. This has been years coming that I have got to this decision. So it's going to be a big lifestyle change, as we've talked about in several videos. I'm going to eat different. It's going to be completely different, but I'm happy about that because I'm going to be more mobile and I'm going to be able to do more with my kids, and I'm going to be able to just live a healthier and happier life. And so I'm excited for the journey. My wife's excited about her journey. She's not as forthcoming as information because she doesn't want to take flack from people, and she's a little embarrassed about it, but she's just ready to get the process on. And so, as I said last night, I had to go to get a sleep study done because I do have sleep apnea, and my last machine had broke, and so I had to go to the hospital and get a sleep study done. I did a home study, and they said I definitely had sleep apnea, so I had to go to the lab so I could do what they call a titration study, which basically, if you've never done a sleep study in lab, just let me tell you, it is terrible. They hook you up to all these wires. I don't know if you can still tell, my face is a little red. I'm sticky a little bit here. You probably can see up here in my head, there's still goop in my hair. I gotta take a shower soon, but they hook you up to literally all these wires that is then hooked up to this box that has all these plug-ins, which then goes into like a computer and they're sitting in a lab that they literally watch you on camera sleeping, and they put a CPAP on me, and basically dealt with my pressures all night to figure out what pressure I needed, and it was absolutely miserable. I did sleep. At first, I felt like I didn't sleep, but the nurse said that I did sleep. But I did not. You turn in bed and you get pulled by the wires, and you got all those wires, and so it was pretty terrible. So the hope is with this surgery, I won't have to do things like this. I won't have to have a CPAP. I'm still getting the CPAP because at this point I still have to have it, and it will help me sleep better. But the hope is that I will lose my CPAP altogether. I'll lose my blood pressure pills that I'm on. I will the heartburn. I get heartburn really bad. The hope is, and the goal is to not have to take that medicine anymore. Yes, I'm going to have to take vitamins, and some people have said, well, you're taking these medicines away, and you're taking vitamins. The vitamins are a pill, but it's just to keep my body healthy, or to make sure that my body's doing what it's supposed to do. And the what we got is a bariatric vitamin, which is it's an all-one vitamin that everything's included except for my calcium. So I do have another calcium pill on top of that. So really, I only have 2 pills at the end. After surgery, I'm going to have the bariatric, the calcium. I have to take a medicine unless they end up taking my gallbladder out. They did say while they were in there, they will look at my gallbladder, and if it's bad, they'll go ahead and remove it. But if they don't remove it, then they give me a pill that I have to take for a month to make sure that my gallbladder is doesn't go bad, so I don't have to have another surgery. I'll have to take that for a month, and then I'll have to take Miralax twice a day for maybe a month, or I'm not exactly sure how long I have to do that. But so I'll have some extra medicines at the beginning, but eventually I'll come off those, and then I'll just have the couple vitamins that I'm taking. So I am really, really, really excited about it. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I will post another video the day of my surgery, before I go back, kind of giving you a heads up from the hospital, and showing you what that process looks like. And I'll keep posting these. Like I said, I want this channel to be a help for people that are thinking about this process, and showing you what the process looks like. That I know it's got a lot of bad rap, because 20 years ago, gastric bypass and bariatric surgery had a lot of side effects that people were scared of, and there was some really bad things happen. But they've made some huge advancements, and my surgeon tells me that the bariatric surgery is less invasive and less dangerous than my appendix surgery when I got my appendix out. And research that I've done shows that. So I'm excited. I don't think he's just feeding me a line. I think that's what it is. So I have to touch base, just because I know I'm a small time channel, and I have to just address it because it's what's huge in the news and in the media right now. This Charlie Kirk situation, it really breaks my heart. I was going to do a video the day that it happened, but I was so heartbroken and so sick to my stomach that I just could not post about it. I just don't understand the world we live in nowadays. How somebody gets shot, and I say shot, somebody gets assassinated for his opinion. Even if I don't agree with my neighbor, I don't have an excuse or a reason to go over and shoot him. It scares me for my children how this world is going. I don't have my Bible in front of me. I should have grabbed my Bible, but I was reading in John 15, 17 through 19, and I'm gonna just kind of say them, but I'm not gonna say them exactly because I don't have my Bible in front of me. I should have grabbed it, but it basically talked about that we're supposed to be loving one another, and we're supposed to be there for each other, and we're supposed to and that's even if have difference of opinion. We should still be looking out for each other, and we should still be even if we don't agree, we should still be looking out for each other, and we should still be loving on each other, and we should still be encouraging each other. And I have to say that if you're a Christian, I have to encourage you to not, as scared as I am for my children, we have to know that God is with us. And that passage that I was just talking about says that the world hates us because we love Jesus. And because we love Jesus, the world's going to hate us. And so we have to lean into Christ, and we have to believe that Christ is with us. But we also still have to continue that fight. Just because the threat of violence is there, we have got to continue and still spread the gospel. And we still have to tell people, even those that don't agree with it, we still have to put it out there and tell people about the love of Christ, and let them see that Christ is still there, and his gift is still there, and he's still saving people. And I think that Charlie Kirk's death is only going to help revival and even more. I've already seen that. If you know who Jeffree Star is, look that up. Jeffree Star is a guy that you would have never in a million years thought that he would speak out for Charlie Kirk, but he put a video out about how wrong it was, and I had heard that Jeffree Star got saved, and obviously I don't know his heart, but if he truly is, then hopefully God works on his heart and he continues to grow in Christ, and we see big and mighty things. But I just have to encourage you as Christians to love each other, continue to do that fight, continue to stand up, continue to talk about your faith, continue to tell people about Jesus and about his love and what he has for us, and don't back down. Put your faith in Christ and continue to pray and do the things that we should be doing as Christians. Guys, I love you. Again, I don't want this channel to be political or get involved in that, but I thought that I should just at least touch that. And, I'm praying for his family. I can't imagine what his daughters are even remotely thinking. They're pretty young, so hopefully they don't realize what's going on, but I think eventually they're going to wonder where's Dad, and they are going to see videos and things like that. So we need to remember to always pray for his family, pray for his wife, and pray that there's 1,000 more Charlie Kirks that'll stand up and continue the fight. I love y'all. If you like my channel, like, subscribe. Again, I'm not trying to become YouTube famous. I'm not trying to, be somebody, because I'm definitely a nobody without Christ. But I am trying to be here for anybody that's trying to do weight loss, trying to possibly go down this path, and I just want to be a help. And again, if you have any questions about Christ, about that, please reach out, ask. I would love to pray with you. If you have any prayer requests, any needs, please reach out. Let me know. Love y'all. I'll see you next time. Peace.